Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Okay, before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Piral Anabilah Nur Syabani. I'm a student at Pamulang University majoring in English Literature. I'm now in semester 7. Today, I will explain about language production in pshycolinguistics. Okay. Language production. Language production refers to the fascinating and complex process of transforming internal truth and concept into spoken or written language. In language production, mapping conceptual structure to words and their element is mandatory. We will first discuss how people produce single words and then move on to the production of longer utterances. This study concentrates on spoken language production, which has been the focus of most research on language production. Access to single words in spoken language production. It's a fascinating and intricate part of the entire process. It involves navigating the vast network of our mental lexicon, a veritable storehouse of tens of thousands of words, and refining the described on with remarkable speed and accuracy. The process of how speakers produce single words is first by summarizing the lexical access model process by level. The first processing step, called conceptualization, is deciding what ideas to express. For example, while a speaker might say the baby, Emilio, His Majesty's grandson, or simply him, to refer to a small person sitting in a high chair, the speaker has taken into consideration whether the person has been mentioned before and the listener is likely to know the real name. The next step is to choose words that fit the chosen concept, considering Level et al. 1999. The speaker first chooses a lemma or syntactic word unit. Lemmas specify the syntactic class of word and often additional syntactic information, such as whether a verb is intransitive, sleep, or transitive, eat, and if transitive, what arguments are required. The next processing step, morphological phonological coding, begins with retrieving the morpheme that corresponds to the selected lemma. For baby lemma, only one morpheme is taken, but for granddaughter or walking, two morphemes must be taken. For example, people sometimes make pronunciation errors such as imagine your model being replaced. That is, the best word is swept while the affix remains in its place. In the model by Level et al. 1999, the next processing step is generating the phonological form of the word's delayed verbs. Word forms are not simply taken as units, but are first decomposed into individual segments, or perhaps certain segments and groups of segments, such as st or st, which are then mapped into prosodic pattern. Word forms are taken as units. So for word baby, the segment B, E, B, and I were taken. The final planning step of a word is the creation of phonetic representation, which determines the articulatory movement to be performed and their timing. A relevant example is the analysis of the tip of the tongue condition, in which speakers can only retrieve partial information related to a word. For example, its grammatical gender but cannot retrieve its form. Figliocco, Antonini, and Garrett, 1997. Generation of sentence In spoken language production, speakers produce long utterance such as a description of scene or event. The first step is conceptual preparation. Deciding what to say when speaking. The sentence option is not just a collection of words but has a syntactic structure. The speaker must apply syntactic knowledge to produce the sentence. The first set, often called functional planning process, assign grammatical function such as subject, verb, or direct object to lemmas. The second set of process, often called position coding, use retrieve lemmas and define function to produce a syntactic structure that captures the dependencies between constituents and their order. The singular form of a noun is chosen to refer to one entity and the plural form to refer to two or more entities. Because numbers are coded at both conceptual and grammatical levels, speakers can use either or both types of information to generate agreement. Speakers tend to say, gangs with dangerous rivals are arming themselves, using the plural pronoun themselves to refer to the collective. Buck et al. 1999. Although member information usually originates from the conceptual level, grammatical gender is lexical information and therefore gender agreement can only be achieved by looking at grammatical information. Okay, thank you. That's my explain about language production. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.